What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Brain Waves. I would like to welcome everyone here today to a very important topic, one that a lot of women, especially if the shoe fits, is going to have a problem with what I'm talking about. But hey, the only way to solve the problem is to address the problem. And what are we referring to? The topic of today is women ruin relationships. That's right. You heard me correct, ladies and gents. Women ruin relationships. Oh yeah, we're going to get into this. This is going to be a big one. For those of you that are here, I kindly ask that you subscribe. You may not want to subscribe after I get done, but hey, for those of you that want a reminder to do so, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. Please get the likes up. I definitely appreciate it. We're going to get into this. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What I'm going to talk about is not just going to be me speaking. What I want to provide to everyone, to the audience here, is you're going to hear from and listen to predominantly women speak on this subject. Because generally, when a man speaks on women and accountability and anything related to what they need to do, they usually come back with a very quick reply like, well, you a man, you can't tell me what to do. And right there is already a sign of that accountability. So if we see this in the chat, if we see this with anyone participating, hey, it could be a sign that that particular lady may not be one to take accountability in relationships. And without taking this accountability, this is why relationships do not work. I'm going to get into it deeper in a minute. What I want to do is I'm going to start out professionally, as I always do first. We're going to get something on the screen here. What we're going to take a look at now, and I'll come up here and I'll show you. Okay, so there is a social media account on IG or Instagram, right? It's called Better Love Movement. And the lady here, she's actually, as you can see, a dating coach. She's an author. She's also known as a therapist. She's been on, or should I say, her content has been talked about before on other social media platforms, as well as on the radio and several other mediums. With that being said, before you ladies, maybe some of you gents as well, jump down and attack this lady, she is the first of many that's going to explain something. So what I want to do is I'm going to play this video here. You may have seen her face. I generally like to show people where I get a lot of content from so that you can take the time and go look at it for yourself. But let's go. I know a lot of ladies not going to be in the building today. Let's see if the ladies actually come through in the chat, right? Let's go.
So I was talking to a male friend of mine the other day, and he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is, in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came in as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy. And I started to reflect and really think, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship, they became very defensive and very, just very harsh, and they stopped coming. And even though the husband would continue to come, he made it very clear that, yeah, she won't apologize. She thinks you're wrong. She thinks you're taking my side. And I began to really reflect, like, oh my gosh, is it true that women don't apologize? Is it that women struggle with being held accountable? I'd love your thoughts on this. Me personally, I think it has to do with a person's level of emotional maturity. What do you think?
Okay, I'm going to put it on mute for a second because she already just dropped a mouthful. And this is just the beginning of what I'm going to show you, okay? this dating coach, this therapist, she said that when married couples would come to therapy, okay, the married couples would come to therapy. Check this out. This is what's crazy. The married couples would come to therapy, and what would happen? You would find that, the ladies stop coming, even though the men continued to show up. Now, isn't that kind of crazy? Just think about this, right? Isn't this crazy? I mean, the men continue to come to therapy sessions. The married men, but the ladies didn't. But generally, when you hear about therapy, you hear that, oh, the lady's going, but the man is not going. Okay, that's generally what we hear, right? I would like to hear from some ladies, because this is a big issue why relationships don't work. Why so many ladies have so many problems in relationships. And I'm going to get into things even deeper than that. But this is why our marriages are failing, our relationships are failing. And it's a strategic goal to sabotage the family structure. Okay. It's also a spiritual attack and so much more. Many people may not believe in that. They don't want to hear, but it's facts, right? Things to tickle your fancy and appeal to your flesh. And by doing so, it operates in an area of sin, essentially. And that sin just permeates and grows and becomes toxicity. And here we go. It becomes the modern day culture. And this is why relationships don't work anymore. This is why no one wants to get married. No one wants to have kids. Or those that do, I mean, they just can't find any success in this. Now, I want to break down something that this lady said before I show you some more, because there's some things that she said, especially towards the end, that essentially is still not holding women to take accountability. And this is a big problem of what a lot of women do, right? You don't have the matriarchs anymore of the family holding other women accountable. They just let them go run amok, let them do whatever, and they can do no wrong, right? No matter what it is. And that's not going to work when it comes to a relationship. It's just not going to work. And this is why relationships are the way that they are, because men are automatically forced to take accountability. We're wrong. We got to do this. You don't have a car. You don't have a house. So if you have a car, you have a house. It's not a nice enough car. It's not a nice enough house. You don't make enough money. You don't wear this. Your breath smells like this. It doesn't smell. You dress this way. I mean, it's like the list goes on and on and on. The man said this. The man didn't say this. He's not doing this enough. He's doing this too much, etc., etc. All this is what you hear. But when it comes to the ladies, you hear crickets, just like you see right now in the live chat. Right? Again, no accountability. No accountability. And I seriously doubt any ladies are actually going to speak up right now on this, maybe in the comment section at a later date. There's no accountability wanting to be taken, so I don't expect much conversation from them. But let me go back and speak on what this lady said. Okay, I'm gonna back out and then jump back in it, because I want y'all to hear what she had to say. All right, she gave ladies still an out to not taking accountability. Let's go.
So I was talking to a male friend of mine the other day, and he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is, in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came as a couple,
Listen, y'all,
or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there before I restart it, because I'm playing it from Instagram, so I didn't actually get the video to play and pause and rewind and all of that. She said these women very abruptly left the session because during the session there had to be some accountability on her end, on the lady's end, right? Mind you, they're already going to therapy, so the relationship is not peachy, right? It's at a point where many people say it's already done, or you got a slim chance to bounce back from that, but it's already at that point. So if one person doesn't want to work on things, how do you expect it to go anywhere? After all, it's his fault and he has to be like a puppy dog slave, right? In order for things to work. That's generally the mindset that the toxic women have. This is not all women. And before any women come into the comment sections and say stuff, I'm married. I've been married for a while. I don't have any issues for the most part when I'm dealing with women, but I do see this even outside of relationships. And when I say relationships, this even goes into professional relationships and friendship relationships, if you want to call it that, or whatever like categories you can think of. It's not just the romantic aspect, but we're talking about the romantic aspect. So anyway, the first thing is this dating coach / therapist said that women just quickly just get up and leave the whole therapy session. Okay, let's continue to see what she has to say.
So I was talking to a male friend of mine the other day, and he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is, in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came in as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy.
Okay, point
and
one.
I started to reflect and really think, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship, they became very defensive and very, just very harsh, and they stopped coming.
Okay, and that's what ladies do 8 to 9 times out of 10 in relationships. When they're dealing with their partner, when they're dealing with another man, and he brings up anything, no matter what it is, 8 to 9 times out of 10, women go on the defense. They immediately switch the blame back to the man. It's his fault for bringing it up. Something's wrong with him emotionally. He's weak. They go into the shame game, right? Oh, and I got a lot more videos to show y'all coming from women, mind you. But this is what women do. They go into shame game, flip the script, try to punish the man. And again, all of that does is just destroy your relationship. It does not make healthy investments. It's making toxic. And, if you want your relationship to be a positive thing, then you have to invest positivity in it. If you invest toxicity, let me break this down. Let me come on camera. If you do not invest positivity in your relationship. So let me give you an example, ladies, right? Because y'all need to know what time it is. If your man is trying to talk to you and say, hey, babe, he could be as nice as possible. Now, I'm not talking about any abusive stuff. That's not what I'm talking about here. No man should be abusive, et cetera, et cetera. And the same thing goes for you ladies. You ladies shouldn't feel like you get a pass to be abusive towards a man. That's not right. 2 wrongs don't make a right. But I'm trying to make a point. We're talking about healthy men, healthy relationships. He's just having a conversation with you. He may talk about something not in a condescending way, not in an insulting way, and he's bringing up something that could better the connection between you two, right? The best thing for you to do is just take a mental note of whatever he said. Make sure you have clarity on whatever he said. So that may be some dialogue, some back and forth or what have you, and then implement whatever that was said. Especially if it's something within reason. Again, I'm not talking about no toxic men or something toxic and crazy. I'm talking about healthy. You invest that positivity. You invest happiness. You should be happy and willing to make your partner happy. I mean, that's why you want a relationship, right? That's why you're in a relationship. Or are you in a relationship for another reason? You do that, and I guarantee you're going to get positivity out of it. But the problem is, as soon as women hear that, just like this therapist says, they go into another mode. Okay, speaking of which, let me get this therapist back on the screen, because there's one last thing that she said before I want to move on. And I want to reinforce all these things up front. So let's see.
wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship,
Perfect
they
timing.
became very defensive and very, just very harsh, and they stopped coming. And even though the husband would continue to come,
Check
he
that
made
out.
it very clear that, yeah, she won't apologize. She thinks you're wrong. She
See?
thinks you're taking my side.
See?
And I began to really reflect, like, oh my gosh, is it true that women don't apologize?
Now,
Is it that women struggle with being held accountable?
now watch this. She gives
I'd love
women a
your thoughts on
pass.
this. Me
Listen,
personally,
listen.
I think it has to do with a person's level of emotional maturity.
Right there, when she said she thinks it has to do with a person's emotional maturity and not specifically a woman's emotional maturity. Right? Because, I find it kind of funny. Generally, you hear stories about how the saying goes, women mature faster than men. That may be a case, but I want to pose a question to you all. I wonder if that is actually true when it comes to emotions. Because when it comes to emotional maturity, generally, again, there's exceptions to the rule, but generally speaking, based upon what we're hearing here, and I have so much more that I'm about to pull up for you all, it seems like women are the ones that are not emotionally mature. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to get some more. I'm going to pull up some more women here for y'all to take a listen to. Because, if I say it, y'all get in y'all feelings. This is exactly what we're talking about. If a man says it, y'all don't want to take accountability. Y'all just want to flip and blame stuff and find an scapegoat. But I'm just going to start playing a couple of videos here, random videos for y'all to understand, okay? So let's get some of this stuff on the screen. Because this is just... I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say. I just don't know what else to say. This is absolutely crazy. But we gonna get these... we're gonna get some of these conversations up. Make sure y'all like. What's up, Arnold? Arnold dropping scriptures in the chat. He says Proverbs 30 verse 20 from the King James Version. It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. I mean, facts. And this is signs and fruits and manifestations and revelations of the fact that we have turned our eyes from God and we don't follow the Most High anymore. Right? I would like to add, since we're talking about scripture real quick, let me get this on the screen and then we'll get into the video. 1 Timothy 2, verse 12. Right? But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. But what does women want to do? What do they want to do today? They want to have their authority over a man. Women want to wear the pants, and then you wonder why you got so many effeminate men today. You want a masculine man. Well, if you want a masculine man, you have to allow him to lead. Mind you, I'm not talking about some pump and dump, toxic, immature guy. I'm talking about masculine, manly, spiritual, God-fearing men that know how to lead righteously and the right way. It's not going to abuse a woman, but take care of a woman, look out for her good interests, etc., etc. These type of men, not the toxic men. But see, because a lot of ladies don't take accountability, they don't recognize that they're toxic, and like attracts like. Birds of the same feather flock together. So if you're toxic, whether you may realize it or not, then you're most likely going to attract a toxic man. Check this out. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show you one other scripture here, because I got to break this down like a pound, right? Because I don't think y'all understand what's really going on. All right, so let's look at this real quick. This is from Ecclesiasticus, okay, chapter 26, verse 23. It says, a wicked woman is given a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. Just let that sink in right now. So a lot of women are operating in toxicity, right? If everyone is jumping off of the bridge, Are you going to jump off the bridge too, just because it's trending on social media, just because all the other people are doing it? Because that's essentially what's taking place here, right? And it's a form of sin, and it's a trick of the devil to destroy relationships and family. We don't have kids anymore. Okay, then the children aren't raised up in both households because you're warring against each other, right? Yeah, this is what the modern woman wants. The modern woman chooses the toxic man, and no, those dudes are worth nothing, right? Rom is right. Rom says women listen to toxic women for advice. Exactly. Like y'all be listening to Miss Sprinkle, like Miss Ashira Star Goddess. You know, y'all be listening to her. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? That's who y'all listen to. And then you wonder why, like, things be so toxic. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Let me put her on the screen. Miss Sprinkle. Her, right? Ashira Star Goddess. Sprinkle. You probably, a lot of these ladies are enrolled in the university. Like, that's what happened with the Cheesecake Factory lady, with the dude, right? Dude was trying to take her out, do everything, and y'all be listening to her. Miss Sprinkle, Ashira Star Goddess. Right? Miss Professing Witch. Right? This lady is a witch. Okay? She is not a godly woman. This woman is a witch. This woman is a witch. But y'all ladies like to follow toxicity. And this is why relationships are not working, because there's no accountability on it. So speaking of that, let me go ahead and roll into this lady here. Because again, I know a lot of you ladies are listening right now and y'all just like, brainwave, stop. You don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. Talk to the hand. I could just hear it right now. I can hear the thoughts in the toxic ladies' heads. Mind you, this is not all women, but a lot of women, unfortunately, are toxic. Right? They just are. So let's listen to what this lady says right here.
Why is it when I talk about accountability with women, the first thing some of y'all say is, why don't you talk about men about their bodies and their accountability and their sperm? Sis, aren't you the same ones that said can't talk about women's bodies and that they have no say in what happens to a woman's body and the decisions that they make for their womb? So how can you, in the same breath, say that you want to hold men accountable for their bodies? See, if the arguments were consistent and women were actually consistent here, then I would have no problem in that women can talk about women's bodies and men can talk about men's bodies. Y'all want to talk about everyone else's stuff before addressing your own issues. That's the problem. If women held women accountable, we would not be in this situation.
Boom. She just said it right there. She said if women hold women accountable. And that's what I said earlier. Women are not holding women accountable. It's like it doesn't matter what the woman does. She gets a pass and she's not wrong. It's always the man. The man's fault. And ladies are playing right into this toxicity. And then you wonder why men don't want to get into a relationship. You wonder why men don't want to get married. You wonder why men are pumping and dumping and just treating you like an object. Obviously, there's some exceptions to the rule, but this is why, right? You cannot expect men to take you seriously when it's this unfair standard. We was like, man, I'm just going to get what I'm going to get. And I'm going to get out of here. And you know what? I'm not saying that it's right. I don't advocate for that. But at the same time, I can't even blame them. Because ladies aren't taking accountability. And the ones that are taking accountability most likely have a husband. The ladies that are taking accountability, they booed up. They in a relationship, right? They happy. They good. Because they take accountability. And when a man recognizes that a woman's taking accountability, he will take accountability, right? To make sure that she's good. Because 99% of women don't take accountability. The moment you try to call out one thing, they, what are you that's why I got to talk to the hand and try to flip it on you, right? Oh, y'all don't think that's what women do. Y'all don't think that's what women do. Check this out, right? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. This is what women generally do. Okay, let's get this on the screen. Let's get this on the screen, right? Y'all, I tell you, man, this is crazy. And this is a serious conversation. This is why I'm doing it. Because you wonder why relationships don't work. You wonder why we're not getting where y'all playing into all these reality TV shows and social media and all this stuff. You remember people were saying a while back that social media is the devil? I mean, well, the shoe fits. Because so many women are following what social media says and what it does, and their relationships are getting worse and worse and worse. Let me pose a question to you, ladies. How is that working out for you? Like, let's cut the cap. Let's cut all of that. How is that working out for you? Right? Because again, we're not talking about men taking accountability. I don't want to hear nothing about a man need to take accountability, because I've already talked about this in the beginning, and this is generally what men have to do. We already know that. I got to go do this. I got to pursue her. I got to make sure my money's right. I got to work. I can't say this. I can't do this. I got to pull up in the right car. If I pull up in the wrong car, if I don't open the door, I did. If I'm not chivalrous, I got to pay for the date, not do this. I got to think. I got to say this. Make sure I call her, do this. I can't sleep with her. Wait, I want to sleep with her, but then da-da-da. If I say this and I da-da-da, I got to put the ring on her finger. Like, we already know, right? That's just the tip of the iceberg of what I said. We already know. But the majority of women, especially in this day, do not take accountability. They don't even want to better themselves. They think they're flawless. Flawless victory. Modern day woman wins. Flawality. Excellent, excellent. Right? This is crazy. What's up, lipstick drama? It's a pleasure to have a woman in the building. She says, welcome here. Please subscribe. And yes, like as well. This is a tough conversation, but I have to talk about it. So what generally happens when a man in a relationship has to bring something up to his woman, right? Something to make the relationship more enjoyable, really, for the both of them. This is what happens.
Use shaming tactics. Yo mama black.
There we go.
They use shaming tactics. Yo mama black. You hate women. Shaming tactics. Shame, shame, shame. Shame is one of the 4 major arrows of a low-value woman. It's part of a low-value woman's pathology.
Did you hear what he just said? Shame. And this is what a lot of women do. Like, it's to the point now where being a low-value woman, they're put out here in society, or the mindset or the whole way of life is as if that's supposed to be a high value woman now, right? It's like nobody wants to be a high value woman, right? A woman of quality. Again, you're going to attract what you are. If you want a man of quality, you got to be a woman of quality. You ain't getting no man of quality if you're not a woman of quality. Any man of quality will see a woman that is not of quality, and he is going to sidestep her and avoid her like the plague. I can't find a good man. Well, I implore you, ladies, maybe you want to take a look at yourself. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so I'll get back to this video. I want more ladies to speak, because I know when y'all see guys on here, y'all be like, whatever, Kevin Samuels, he like this with men and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I know that's what y'all thinking, and I know that's what y'all do. So I'm going to get some more women on here. Let's go. I got a bunch of them, so I'm just going to kind of let them, I'm going to let them roll real quick, all right? Because I know y'all like talk to the hand, brainwaves, like what? Like, what are you talking about? I ain't doing nothing. I'm a woman. I make no mistakes.
Y'all, I think modern women ruin dating, and here's why. Let's get into it. Hookup culture. Women giving their bodies away to men that have not committed to them on any level. They've made relationships transactional.
See?
Not being realistic. Now the majority of women want the minority of men, using tactics of shame and emasculating men to manipulate them in doing what they want them to do.
Didn't Kevin Samuels just say that? Didn't Kevin Samuels just got finished saying that women of low value, I'm going to add of toxicity, they add and they create shame tactics to try to, because that's all they got, right? They really can't talk to the man, so they try to shame the man. They can't control the man because you shouldn't be trying to control the man. But what it is that women are fighting for power. And again, women have been so used to dealing with toxic men. I get it. It's been a lot of toxic men in society. I'm not talking about that, right? Those dudes can go kick rocks and pound sand. I'm not talking about those dudes. There's a lot of toxic men throughout society that have created this monster, so to speak, of today. And so those women are upset with them, just like a lot of women are upset with their baby daddies. Notice I said plural. And the relationship they just got out of, and then they want to take that same toxicity and bring it into a new guy or the new guys that they're dating who didn't even open their mouth, didn't even say anything. They just sitting there. Then all of a sudden, all of that energy that should be, if anything, go towards that man or those men, they get channeled to somebody that didn't even do nothing. And then on that note, heaven forbid that man decides to open his mouth and even say anything. Hey, babe, I like it when you cook. Can you, would it be a problem if you cook a little bit more? I love your cooking. Hey, babe, I like the way you throw it. Can you throw it like this a little bit more? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what y'all gonna do, right? Your eyes start blinking. You can see the demons come out. You can see the toxicity come out. That's why relationships don't work. No one that walks this earth is flawless. But I guess apparently we got that narrative wrong, right? I thought that everybody's supposed to sin, but apparently we got the memo wrong. I guess apparently the memo reads that in relationships, women are perfect, right? Let's continue to see what she said.
Some men now are choosing to go their own way, not even trying to date in this modern dating culture. Ain't that a shame? A lot of good men not dating because they don't see value in this modern dating culture.
And it's true. We really don't see value. Just like how there's ladies like this, we're like that too. We do not see value in this culture. It's like, and I talk about the culture, I'm referring to women of this culture. It's like, why bother, right? Why take anything seriously when we're dealing with this? All right, let me continue because I got so much more. All right, I'm about to drop a nugget on y'all. I'm about to drop a nugget on y'all. All right, about to drop a nugget on y'all. Check this out, right? Let's go.
Women have a hard time with accountability.
Why do you think that is?
Men have taken up all this space in society as the formidable gender. If we admit that we need you, we lose power. So women are becoming power hungry, can't admit they're wrong, kind of repulsive. If we admit that we need you, we lose power. So women are becoming power hungry, can't admit they're wrong, kind of repulsive. If we admit that we need you, we lose power. So women are becoming power hungry, can't admit they're wrong, kind of repulsive. And if you admit that you were wrong, there's shame.
Well, just let the music ride on that one. Ladies, I would like to know in the chat, even in the comment section, is that how you feel? Is that why you are doing what you do, that you feel like by asking a man to help, asking a man saying, hey, I need your help? Because, a lot of women feel like they're independent. INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? She got her own car. She got her own house. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Right, that's how most women are. They're independent. They don't need a man for nothing. Girl, I don't need no man. Girl, I pay my own bills. All right, Beyonce, Destiny's Child. All my ladies. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So you don't need a man. So why are you trying to get into a relationship? Like, this is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. Lipstick drop. Look, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm right. Now, this is for the majority. If the shoe don't fit, then I'm not talking about you, ladies. Do you understand? If you got a man and you're not that type of woman, you actually apologize and you have no problems listening to feedback that a healthy, righteous, at least spiritual man is not going to abuse you and disrespect you, etc., is talking. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, that is what I'm talking about. Like, you're good. I'm not talking about you ladies. You ladies good. You already know. You got the memo. If anything, continue to spread the word and help the other ladies and hold them to a standard with how they're supposed to be. But wait, there's more. Just when you thought that was the last video, okay? Just when you thought that was the last video, I got more. I got more. This is crazy, man. Let's go.
Got you some flowers.
For what? In this little clip, she tells him, "What did you do?" And all the women in the comment section are saying, "Oh, men like to buy us nice things just to butter us up." You know what's really annoying about a lot of women? You guys will bitch and complain that men don't apologize, but when they do, you bitch and complain about that. Do you want an apology or not? Do you?
Yeah, exactly. Do ladies know exactly what you want? Mind you, this dude here was getting her flowers. Just watch.
Got you some flowers.
And look at the look on her face. Let's just let this ride for a second. Look at the look on her face. She's looking like, yeah, like whatever. Like, you can't even get her some flour. You be like, dang, man, my woman looking good. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling my woman. I love my woman. Shoot, shoot, let me get her some flowers. Let me get her something pretty, something that looks like her, something to represent her, right? I think my woman fine. I'm gonna pick up some fine flowers just because, babe. Not because I messed up, but just because. Can't even do that anymore, right? See, you see the issue, fellas? Because women are so toxic with not taking accountability. They're like, this lady right here, this young lady is ruining her relationship with her guy right there. He got her some nice light pink flowers. You know what I'm saying? He coming in and she got an attitude and she ain't even like, ooh, the flowers are pretty. She just like, let me see. I don't know if it shows anymore. Let me see.
For what?
Yeah, she was like, for what? And she can't even look at him. Watch this. She can't even look at the dude. She's like, for what? And she ain't even looking his way.
Got you some flowers.
For what? When this.
That's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. She's like, for what? Like, you got me some flowers? For what? Man, this is crazy, man. It's just...
No, I'm not gonna compliment you anymore, bitch. It's annoying. God damn. I get it that we go through things and we're sad and all that. Heal. Because you guys are gonna destroy good men. Y'all...
There it is. Healing. A lot of women don't heal. A lot of women stay in power in their toxicity. And a lot of women have been hurt, right? And so they go into this trauma bonding. That's what it's called. They're trauma bonding with other women and other ladies, right? This junk is crazy, man. Yeah, like, this is absolutely crazy. Y'all think I'm tripping? Take a look at this real quick. Let me show you this. Let's full screen it. I could do a separate video on this, right? Look what Jeannie Mai asked. So Jeannie Mai asked the judge not to enforce the prenup with ex-Jeezy, citing concerns she didn't have time to review. See what I'm saying? But you signed the prenup, but now you want to holler, I want to get out of the prenup. Nah, sis, you got to stay with the prenup. You signed it. You're obligated, just like any other thing. This is what I'm talking about with accountability. Yeah, look what Lipstick Drama says. This is why I have no female friends. They toxic. Yeah. Look at what Rom said. And now Rom said this about, he said she either checked out or cheating. Like this chick right here in this video. This is who Rom is referring to. All right. He says she either checked out or cheating. And for those of you that are just now joining me, this is what I'm talking about. Look at how his girl hadn't even looked his way, said thank you for the flowers or anything.
Got you some flowers.
For what?
This is what Rom's comment is. She either checked out or is cheating. I agree. She either checked out, cheated, or just super uber toxic, right? Super uber toxic. This is crazy, man. I got some more. Like, but yeah, back what I was saying. Jeannie Mai doesn't even want to follow the prenup. But you followed the prenup when you signed it, when you got in there. Like, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. There's no accountability when it comes to women, right? Let's listen to. Actually, I want to switch gears real quick. I'm gonna put this one up real quick. I got so much, man. This is just insane. Let's listen to your girl Pearl, right? This is Pearly Things. One of the few times I actually play her clips and content. Let me get her on the screen. And we're going to switch gears here with this article. You know what I'm saying? Let's go talk to the hand, brainwaves, talk to the hand. All right, so check this out. Let me run this back for y'all. All right, this is your girl Pearl. So you can't say I'm saying this. This is coming from women. Most of the clips I play is coming from women. Shy to Kevin Samuels clip or what have you. But anyway, then you heard a woman say the same thing that Kevin Samuels said. So let's go.
What do you mean?
Don't leave. Women leave. Women leave 70% of the time. If they're college educated, they leave 90% of the time. Women leave 70% of the time. If they're college educated, they leave 90% of the time. Women leave 70% of the time. If they're college educated, they leave 90% of the time.
Did y'all hear that? 70 to 90% of the time, women leave. And you wonder why the relationships don't last. It's the women leaving the dudes. Oh, he cheating on me, I'm out. Oh, he didn't do this, I'm out. He didn't wash my car today, I'm out. He don't have 6 figures, I'm out. He showing me too much attention, I'm out. That's all you hear. Girl, yeah, girl, I left him, girl. Child. That's all you hear in the conversations. That's all it is. Forget these men, girl. Let's do us. Yeah, forget and then it just, the toxicity continues. The sin continues. Right? It's so toxic. It's so toxic. Yeah, Rom is right. It didn't even do anything wrong. Most of these relationships that end, women make up a story to leave. Right? They make up a story to leave. Something to where the guy is automatically wrong so that she could justify her actions. Most of the time, women leave not because the dude's cheating, because he's being abusive or anything like that. It be for some superficial reasons that honestly could easily be worked out. But what it is that most women don't follow the Most High anymore. They don't want to follow the old antiquated ways of the Bible because they think it's some oppressive tool of some man, God the Father, and all of this stuff. And so you wonder why relationships aren't listening. And they're not listening in relationships, rather, and they're not working. It's crazy, man. Let me continue. And that's 70 to 90% of women leaving, not men. Leaving. Let me run it back just in case y'all missed it.
Women leave 70% of the time. If they're college educated, they leave 90% of the time.
Correct.
Women ruin relationships and they ruin families.
Correct.
Women ruin relationships and they ruin families.
Correct.
Women ruin relationships and they ruin families. families.
Women
so
leave.
Time.
Correct.
Women in relationships and they ruin families.
Women
so
leave.
women typically do it.
Actually,
and so if a guy
if a man-
ask the majority of men, their first choice is not a baby mother.
Mama.
Just like our first choice typically is not a short broke guy.
That's right.
It's the
That's
same
right.
thing. It's the same thing. Now will we put up with a guy that's shorter if he's good looking? Sure. Will a guy put up with a single mother if she has some other things that she brings to the table? Maybe she's attractive, maybe she has other stuff, maybe she's submissive, whatever it is that he values. Yeah, but it's most men, it is not their first choice.
Okay.
Need the story continue? Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up and share, because this is one of them tough subjects that a lot of women, they gon' just like the lady on the screen, they gonna give me the hand. They like, I don't want to hear it, brainwaves, so I don't want to hear it. Talk to the hand, talk to the hand, talk to the hand, brainwaves. Ain't nothing you could tell me. Right? Let's listen to this. Okay. This stuff is crazy. And again, I want you to hear that this is primarily coming from women. So you can't say that brainwaves, it's just a bunch of men talking. You don't know what women saying. These are coming out of women's mouth, right?
I see so much in women that drives me nuts is women who can't apologize.
Oh, accountability.
I see so much in women that drives me nuts is women who can't apologize.
Oh.
I see so much in women that drives me nuts is women who can't apologize. I see so much in women that drives me nuts is women who can't apologize.
Oh.
It's like women apologizing in a relationship to a man. They act like that's the end of their life. Like if they admit, oh, I cooked the food the wrong way, or I didn't do this perfect, or maybe I can improve here, or I was wrong, or whatever it is, right? It can, and we're talking about the lighter side of things, right? We're not even talking about something heavy or serious, but just even in the lighter side of things in relationships, women generally can't say, I'm sorry. They can't say, I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have raised my voice. Maybe I shouldn't have said this or did that, whatever it is, right? It's always the man. It's always his fault. It's his fault. He made me feel like this. He's wrong. He said this. It's always him, right? It's never the woman. It's never the women. Women don't take accountability, and this is why women ruin relationships. For the women that take accountability, take a look at their relationship. I guarantee you, their relationship is peachy. Their relationship is chugging along just fine, right? There's always an ebb and flow, a give and a take, right? In relationships. But their relationship is working out just fine because they take accountability. You don't take accountability, and that comes with emotional maturity, as I mentioned earlier. But even though women might quote unquote mature faster than men, I do not believe that women emotionally mature faster than men when it comes to relationships. Not the majority, not when you see the statistics, right? Let's go.
I see so much in women that drives me nuts is women who can't apologize.
Oh, accountability.
But they cannot own up at all.
And let me just pause real quick. So we have a lady in the chat, as I mentioned earlier. So Lipstick Drama says, I have to protect my energy from toxic women. Yeah, I have to agree. She says, my sisters are toxic. I've been staying away from them for 25 years now. Yeah, like ladies, y'all be encouraging this toxicity. Y'all watch all these Love and Hip Hop and whatever, Love and Marriage and all these crazy reality shows, and then they feed you toxicity, and it's a bunch of sin and mess, man. It's this world, man. This world is done, man. This world is done. I gotta do something real quick. I just gotta do something. Cause this is crazy, man. All right, let me get this on the screen. Because this is exactly what's going on right now. This is exactly what's going on with this toxicity. All right, let go.
We're on express elevator to hell. Going down.
2, 1, mark.
That's exactly how it is with these toxic women. That's exactly what it is. Talk to the hand, brainwaves. Talk to the hand, brainwaves. I don't want to hear it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, brainwaves? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about, brainwaves? Huh? Wait, what? What are you talking about, brainwaves? Lipstick also says she's married, so I'm submissive to my husband. He is the head of the household. Congratulations, my dear. And I'm sure this is why your marriage is working out and why you're happy. Because you're submissive and you're being the helpmate that God actually said a woman's supposed to be. You're helping your husband, not fighting against your husband. It's like women today just want to fight against their man. Instead of helping their man, they want to fight their man. And you wonder why men don't want to get married or get in relationships. Because women don't want to be submissive with nothing. It's just fight, bash, bash, bash. She also says she stays away from reality shows. She don't like drama. She don't gossip or tell other women my issues. I tell God only. Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be, because people are crazy. Thank you so much for being here, Lipstick. And you can see by the participation of women, or should I say lack thereof, on this stream, this shows you that 99% of women are toxic. Because normally I'll have a bunch of women up in here commenting, saying everything, coming in the comment section. And now I only have one wonderful woman here. Maybe there's others that just aren't unable to speak or come out. But in terms of presenting themselves publicly, we only have one here. And I expect a ton in the comment section. Gonna be they listening to me talk like this, give me that side eye right now. Y'all know that side eye look? There it is. Like, what he about to say next? What he about to say next? Like, what? This is how women's supposed to be. What are you talking about, brainwaves? You know what, brainwaves? You can just go talk to the hand. Okay, there we go. Let's talk to the hand. Let's let this lady here continue to speak.
They refuse. So much so that a guy that I dated before I met my husband, I remember we had some type of argument, and I said, "I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have said something that way." And he almost passed out. Because he was like, no woman in his life had ever said, "I'm sorry."
Of course.
And he was like, what the hell?
Of course.
And I was raised like my parents, my mom and dad raised me to be like, when you do something wrong or you hurt somebody's feelings and you go back and you apologize. So that was bred into me.
Hey, mama didn't raise no fool.
So but I see women, even my friends will have a fight with their boyfriend or their husband. And I'll have to tell them, listen, you need to apologize because sometimes it's going to be you.
Well, y'all heard that. Sometimes it's going to be you, ladies. Sometimes it's going to be you. Right? Let me get this right. Y'all going to learn today. Y'all might not like me, but y'all need to. You're not used to having a father around. A lot of ladies not used to having their dad around something. What's up, young Greasy? Salute to you too. I don't know. They don't have a father around, or they're not used to having that authoritative figure in the house. And I'm not talking about like being toxic. I'm talking about a healthy leadership, healthy authoritative, not like, okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. Being authoritative in making sure that your woman's health is good, right? Your wife's health, her mindset or whatever is good. Making sure she gets some time for herself, or she takes or like stands up for herself, or things like that. Like making sure she's good. It's not like always about him or whatever, but women like to twist that jump. That's that toxic. Women like to twist it and make it seem like it's always about him because they think about for some toxic dude. Let's go. Listen.
Cultures kind of get this. A lot of the time I realize that other cultures kind of get this. A lot of the time I realize that other cultures kind of get this. I need you to hear me. Other cultures tend to get this. And when I say other cultures, I'm talking about white culture, Indian culture. I'm talking about other cultures other than African Americans. And a lot of the time what happens is you're mistaking the playboy for a husband, and you're trying to marry a playboy.
Okay, so right there, this is what I just got finished saying. This lady is reinforcing what I'm saying. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being a content creator and putting out your video. All right, thank you for saying what you're saying. A lot of women are so used to dealing with a toxic guy that has no intention of doing right by you. So you feel like you got to protect yourself. But then when you get with a good dude, a righteous dude, and that's even if, because a lot of times you ladies go for the playboys until you turn late 30s, you get in your 40s and 50s, then you wearing dashikis and hijabs and head wraps, and no offense to anyone that does that, but what I'm saying, now you want to act like you righteous after you got a high body count, you're emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically been through the ringer. And it doesn't mean that someone has been through that situation in terms of a lady or any person, an individual can't have a relationship. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is the majority of women, after they get to that point, then they want to be submissive. Then they want to do right. Then they say they want to do that. What good is it to a righteous brother that gotta pick up the leftovers? You gave all of your goods to a player, to somebody who is immature, someone that just wants to pump and dump. But then when it comes to the righteous brother, you didn't give him the time of day. The one that wants to love you and cherish you, the ones that feel you, like the dude in the video earlier, he want to give you flowers just because. Like, man, I can't tell you, like, when you, like, ladies, when you are, y'all slipping, man. Ladies, as a whole, this modern day woman stuff is satanic, it's demonic, and it's the reason why your relationship's not working. I guarantee you, ladies, try this if you haven't tried it already. If you apologize without popping off at the mouth, blaming a man for something. Now, I'm not saying if the man is just straight up wrong. I mean, if he's wrong, he's wrong. But I'm saying, like, if you're in the wrong, or it's something that you need to tweak, if he brings to your attention and it's something you can tweak and you can make better, just do it without complaining and fussing, and watch what happens with that man. Watch his response. Watch how the dude just be inspired to buy you stuff and doing stuff. And it's not about buying and doing stuff, but what I'm saying, watch how he be inspired to just give and invest in you. You become an investment to him. Right? When you popping off at the mouth and you being toxic and you only blame him, you are a liability. And it is not smart business to invest in liabilities. It's smart business to invest in assets that's going to give you a return on your investment in ROI. I know business. I got business degrees, been running businesses. I could talk business all day long, but right now we're talking relationships. Let's try to break this down. Young Greasy says, these are facts. No lies detected, brainwaves. I mean, I'm just trying to give y'all the game as game can be given.
Instead of marrying a husband.
See?
And that's, a lot of women don't realize this. A lot of women don't realize this. And this is why you continue to have such horrible dating experiences. Because you could be sitting there ignoring
listen,
the husband material, ignoring the man that is already put you in his forever category.
That's what you ladies do.
With you, hang out with you, Netflix and chill with you, and you are not his type at all, but he enjoys the sex, he enjoys your company, he enjoys the fun. And now as a woman, you've put this type of man into the husband material. They looked at the playboy and said he just wasn't the one, he wasn't faithful, he wasn't ready to settle down. But Rebecca, as a matchmaker, I want you to find me the man who looks like Mr. Playboy, who wants to be loyal and faithful to me and committed to me, and find me my husband, but I want him to look like Mr. Playboy and act like Mr. Playboy. And that's when I stopped matchmaking.
That got her out of matchmaking. Let me see what's going to be said real quick.
Over the years, there have been a lot of black women who help black women who have decided to actually stop helping Black women.
Oh, there
so
it
I'll
is.
give you some examples.
And that was a design, a satanic design. Women need to hold women accountable for this toxicity. That's the only way it's going to change. Like, men at this point are glitching out. We don't want to be bothered. We ain't dating. Men are becoming effeminate, getting pushed around. And that's another conversation for another day. It's like, and if they do deal with you, it's just no concern, no care, no love. Listen to what she said. And women don't hold women accountable anymore.
Over the years, there have been a lot of Black women who help Black women who have decided to actually stop helping Black women.
You hear that?
So I'll give you some examples. Iyanla Vanzant, who had a show called Fix My Life. Many of you have watched this show. She started getting death threats from people. Some of them, I believe, were Black women. You know, some people, particularly Black women, didn't like her coaching style. So she stopped serving in that capacity as far as her show.
You know why they didn't like her coaching style? Because she was holding women accountable. Anytime you hold women accountable, it's like, I don't like that. And you wonder why we had the whole thing of Lilith back in the day in the Bible, right? You have Adam, you have Eve, and you have the first demon, if you want to call it, Lilith. And it was a woman. Another conversation for another day. I'm just saying, you wonder why, because they like, you can't tell me, That's why I got the hand up right now. That's all it is. Y'all just be giving a hand, As soon as it goes, just so toxic, man. Yeah, Lipstick is right. Lipstick says toxic women are the reason our brothers are passport brothers, leaving Americans to find women. Yeah. This is why men leave the country. This is why men like to go on trips, because women here are too toxic. And then the women here don't help anymore because they're getting bashed and they're getting tired. Right? Yeah, Ram is right. He said accountability is kryptonite to modern women. Let's listen.
On the OWN network, April Mason, who was recently on the Dear Future Wifey podcast, she is a femininity coach. And she had an academy where she was helping Black women, I believe individually, coaching them, and she stopped. She didn't want to do it anymore.
You hear this?
Rebecca Lynn Pope, who you just saw a clip of, she is a content creator on YouTube. She's also a coach. She teaches courses, more so around, I would say she does more so life coaching. She doesn't outright say it's because of Black women, but she implies this by talking about women and their unrealistic expectations, and then also talking about other women in other cultures not having the same expectations that Black women have.
Oh man, we got some serious problems right now. The toxicity is just like at an all-time high, and honestly, relationships are done. I mean, it's like you can't explain, like, you can't expect, if you're operating on this toxic mindset, this modern day mindset, you can't expect men to approach you from a healthy mindset. They're going to be like, she's toxic. If I interact with her, the only thing I'm going to do is come at it from a toxic perspective, because that's the only thing she's going to understand. It's a shame, man. It's absolutely shame. It's absolutely a shame. This is crazy. Like, we got a real problem, and it's why relationships just are not working anymore. Let me get this lady up here on the screen. This is crazy, man. Like, this stuff is wild. Let's go.
Hi, guys. I'm about to dive into a topic that most people skirt around because they don't want to ruffle feathers. But I'm not most people. You've seen it, I've seen it, we've all seen it. The dreaded lack of accountability in women. In today's society, we're force-fed this narrative of female empowerment. And I get it to a certain extent, but we are seriously missing the mark when that empowerment is mistaken for entitlement and accountability is thrown out the window. We're caught up in a world that shields women from accountability, a
There it
world
is.
that allows, encourages, and even incentivizes them to escape from the consequences of their actions.
You know, why would the world be encouraging women to escape from the reality and consequences of their actions? Because they want to sabotage everything. They're encouraging a sabotage. They're encouraging sin. Do you really think the world is going to promote kumbaya and promote God and unity and health and peace and all of that? No. Their job is to destroy. Because who has dominion over the world? Can anyone answer in the chat who has dominion over the world? Let me just show y'all some things. I just want to let that pause. We're going to take a look at this on the screen. Right? Let's take a look at this on the screen. Okay. Satan has been given dominion over the earth. He does not have all power, but he's been given dominion over the earth. Right? Okay. You can look at 2 Corinthians 4, verse 4. Now, believers are no longer under the rule of Satan in Colossians chapter 1, verse 13. But unbelievers, on the other hand, are caught in the snare of the devil. And this is most people, because most people don't believe in the Bible. Most people don't follow it. They don't care. So the devil has dominion. Look, John makes an all-inclusive statement of Satan's position in terms of the earth. The wicked one, the devil, holds authority over all operations of cultural. And you can just fill in right. He has dominion over the earth. So when you hear this lady in this video talk about the devil has the dominion, or when she said like the culture and the whole is over women, it gotta make you think. Let's go.
Empowerment is mistaken for entitlement, and accountability is thrown out the window. We're caught up in a world that shields women from accountability, a world that allows, encourages, and even incentivizes them to escape from the consequences of their actions.
Here we go.
See, women always like to talk about double standards when it suits them.
Yep.
However, they fail to realize the double standards that are out here that work in their favor. This goes back to childhood. A little girl is raised to be able to get away with more things than a boy. A little girl can lie, get caught in that lie, and
Yep.
be let off the hook way easier than a boy simply because she's a girl.
Yep.
Her punishments will typically be way more lenient than a boy.
Yep.
Boys are raised almost from the start to take accountability, and that is key.
Exactly.
This disparity subconsciously teaches little girls a sense of entitlement.
Yep.
This teaches her that she can get away with anything simply because of her gender. They learn to avoid responsibility, thinking that they're like exempt from consequences just because they're females. It's a toxic cycle that's carried into adulthood. The result is a world where too many women think that they can avoid taking responsibility in relationships, jobs, and life in general, all while blaming someone else. This is what's at the cornerstone of female liberation, Me Too, feminism, etc. Always somebody else's mistake, someone else's fault, never their own. And this narrative is so pervasive that it has successfully infected society to its core. Society has given women an abundance of choices, and the downside is the more choices you tend to have, the less accountability you feel like you have to take because you can always hide behind another choice.
Man, she is preaching. Thank you for this message, Miss Olivia Alexa. She is preaching. I mean, whether she follows what she preaches, I mean, hey, I don't know. I don't know her, so I don't know if she does or not, but she is definitely preaching. Right? This is crazy, man. This is insane. Like, this is absolutely insane. Just check this out real quick. Let's check this out. Let's get a couple more on the screen. Cause I need y'all to really hear this. Let's go.
what the men are saying. We just want equal accountability. If you want me to say, I didn't know how to lead, I couldn't support you, I didn't give you that love, I didn't communicate, I couldn't be a great leader for you. If you want me to 100% say that, I expect you to say the same thing for the things that you didn't provide for me. So, but a lot of times women won't admit that. That's why we have this conversation. That's why men are blaming women online. That's why women are blaming men online. And that's why we have this, you mentioned the gender war. Who said that?
Yeah.
There's gender wars, right? So all the men are saying, just be upfront, ladies. Say, I messed up because I didn't do this. Right. And we also understand we messed up on certain things. So we're going to admit to it. But if you want me to admit to everything, I need you to come bring that same energy. Yeah. But the men are saying they don't see that from most women.
There we go. We don't see it from most women. We don't see it from most women. Most women do not act like that. Most women don't apologize. Most women don't correct their actions. They act like what Olivia Alexa just got finished saying. They feel entitled. They don't have to answer to nothing. Blah, blah, blah. It's his fault. Well, whatever you got to do. Byron. From, the Medea movie. Bye. Every time he tried, Bow Wow tried to speak, Byron. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. Look, let's check this out. I know some of these women side-eyeing these toxic women. They sit up here like,
Most women, right, don't take criticism real, right? So even if she asks you something, let's say, you know what, are you making me happy? And I look at you and say, no, you're not. You're not doing this. I feel like your cooking is not that good. I feel like I'm not getting sex as frequently as I would like, or as frequently as you advertised when we were in the dating stage. I feel like you are not that attentive to me and things that you don't benefit from. I feel like, XYZ, a man get to laying that shit out to most women. If we gonna be honest, she gonna, like, all she heard is what I'm not doing. And typically how that goes is it gets flipped immediately. Oh yeah, well, when you do this, or what you doing, instead of actually taking the criticism that a man's giving you, going back to work on it and implementing it into the relationship like men have to do. So that's why I feel like the disconnect is women talk like it's very easy for this man to just communicate what you're not doing and I'll go fix it. That's not the case. Most women, right, don't take.
Well, y'all hear it. This is how most. Let me just play this one more time. This is exactly how most women behave in relationships. Let me repeat. This is exactly how most women behave in relationships, especially if she's not emotionally mature. Again, most women, this is how it goes. Just listen one more time.
Most women, right, don't take criticism real, right? So even if she asks you something, let's say, you know what, are you making me happy? And I look at you and say, no, you're not. You're not doing this. I feel like your cooking is not that good. I feel like I'm not getting sex as frequently as I would like, or as frequently as you advertised when we were in the dating stage. I feel like you are not that attentive to me and things that you don't benefit from. I feel like, XYZ, a man get to laying that shit out to most women. If we gonna be honest, she gonna, like, all she heard is what I'm not doing. And typically how that goes is it gets flipped immediately. Oh yeah, well, when you do this, or what you doing, instead of actually taking the criticism that a man's giving you, going back to work on it and implementing it into the relationship like men have to do. So that's why I feel like the disconnect is women talk like it's very easy for this man to just communicate what you're not doing and I'll go fix it. That's not the case.
Man, oh man, oh man. Talk about dropping nuggets. Let's reinforce the message, right? All right, let's take a listen to another one.
Women have to understand this. Y'all are hard-headed, and women don't listen. Sometimes.
It's a very likewise statement.
Okay, look at how as soon as that statement came out, look at how not only this lady on the screen pops off at the mouth, but another woman in the background who he's not even talking to. And this is what happens. It's like all you could, if you want to know if a woman's toxic, say conversations like this, bring up subjects like this, and watch who comes out in the comment section. Watch who comes out in the live chat. Watch who gets offended by this. And that, fellas, is a guaranteed key to see if that woman is toxic. Because if the shoe don't fit, why are you trying to put it on? The glove don't fit, OJ. It don't apply to you. So why are you trying to put it on? If you feeling a hit dog, you know, don't bark, as they say, or whatever. So if you barking and you feeling like this is a problem, it probably is a problem. You probably are a member of this category that we're talking about. But let's just listen. Look at how the woman popped off when he was speaking.
Women have to understand this. Y'all are hard-headed, and women don't listen. Sometimes.
That's a very likewise statement. Coming from a man saying the hard-headedness, I'm just saying that's a very likewise statement.
No, but it does not matter. What I'm trying to say is she had 8 failed relationships. You're not gonna sit here and convince me that it was not a safe space and guys don't like to talk. No, they're talking, she's not being receptive. Right? Everybody talks in different ways. If you have 8 failed relationships, you don't know how to listen. You do not know how to take direction. And direction is not like, I don't want to put that in a submissive aspect, but taking direction, like maybe, hey, you know what? You need to just do this just this way. So then that way you get further in your life. And guess what? Maybe she doesn't listen in that regard. Hey, if you want for me and you to be better, I need you to do this so then I could give you that. Maybe she's not listening in that regard. But women tend to not listen. The ones that I believe jump from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. Women.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, like exactly. Lipstick's right. 8 failed relationships, but they still popping off. Like, look at what Lipstick said. Lipstick said that, and this is coming from a woman, when a man lays out problems in relationships, we're supposed to listen and change it. Exactly. And fellas, y'all make sure y'all look out for Lipstick. Right? Because any woman that acts like this, we got to look out for these women. We got to protect these women. Like women that get it and women that help other women get it, or at least help them try to get it. This is crazy, man. Like you could see the lady right across from him, and then one other one in the audience, you can hear them popping up. Listen, she was like, can't no man say this. And this is what women do. As soon as we try to speak and bring up things, can't no man say this to me, that's just automatically, I'll just shut off and shut down. And that's when a woman is toxic. That's when a woman needs healing. That's when a woman needs to grow. You see what I'm saying? That's when she just needs that. And most of the time, the guy is trying to help her do just that. But she don't even want to listen, like he was saying. A guy might be like, hey, babe, have you ever thought about looking at it this way or trying this? Have you ever tried option B or option C instead of option A? I saw you've been trying option A and it's only gotten you so far. I believe that option B or C would get you even further. Have you ever thought about trying? Nah, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell no man what to do. Can't no man tell no woman that. Byron Medea. Right? That's what a lot of women do. That's what most women do. That's what most women do. Most women. I repeat, most women. I did not say all. I said most women. This is what most women do. They just blank out. They shut down and boom. Why? Because they don't think that they're wrong. They've been raised that way from childhood. And then they have a lot of healing to do. And it's not being done. So you put all that together, plus peer pressure, plus monkey see, monkey do. So you turn on every reality show. You see all these celebrities who I told you the satanic orgies that they participate in. And you follow all these stuff, the things in these magazines and all these toxic people. And you wonder why relationships are where we are. And then us men are like, hello, I'm trying to help. I'm not yelling. Notice how all the men in each of these videos, including Kevin Samuels, hadn't been yelling. But yet these women take this as yelling. They take it as they're being attacked. When all we're trying to do is get your attention and help you to become a better woman. Right? We're trying to help you to become a better woman. You already are awesome sauce, and we just trying to help you to become better. But you know, you ladies are independent. You don't need a man. You can buy everything yourself. You got your own house, your own car, little Boosie. Destiny's Child, Beyonce, you don't need us for anything. You know, if that's the case, why are you even trying to be in a relationship? Why are you even dating? Why are you even looking for companionship from a man? Because obviously you don't need one. And if you're not going to listen to one, that would be my suggestion, to just avoid the drama. Save yourself the drama plus another guy the drama. But I guarantee you, give it a shot. Try. If a man brings something up to your attention, and we're talking about a healthy man, a man that is not being abusive, a man is not trying to hurt you, you know what I'm talking about, ladies. You know the guys that y'all pass on? The guys that y'all pass on, I repeat, the guys that y'all pass on because you want to get with Pookie and Ray Ray and player this and pimp that and et cetera, et cetera. Like, you know how y'all pass on all the righteous brothers? The brothers like, hey, man. Hey, how you doing? I'm in the word. I'm trying to do right. I grind. I stay out of trouble. I want to invest in you. I want to, like, what 21 Savage said on the Good song with Usher, whatever. He said, I go invest on the wigs. You know, he said, I ain't never been cheap or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about when 21 Savage, when the rapper comes on. You know, like, look, we be trying to go in and help y'all, but dang, y'all don't even want our help. And again, I'm talking about the toxic ladies. Ladies, you have to take accountability. Take accountability. Stop ruining relationships and join the ranks of the successful women that have happy relationships, that have happy marriages, that have no problem taking accountability from a healthy man, not a toxic man, not an abusive man, not someone that's trying to demean you and put you down. I'm talking about a man that is investing in you, that want to see his woman be even better than she already is. Not no toxic man. I'm talking about a healthy man, a righteous man. Ladies, following these footsteps. Let a healthy man help you. I mean, dang, we don't even have to be your man. Like, we don't even have to have a romantic involvement, and y'all still don't be listening. We'll try to talk to a lady, give her the game, help her become a better woman, leave her some tips, give her some jewels, give her some nuggets, right? Because a masculine man ain't threatened by helping no woman, right? A masculine man is not threatened by investing in a woman. Like, what does me investing in a woman, like, how's that going to threaten me as a man? If that threatened me as a man, then I ain't no man. That's just facts. And a lot of you ladies been dealing with boys. What's up, D Turner Fitness? A lot of you ladies been dealing with boys, and you have been dealing with men. You've been dealing with the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the low vibes, the toxic guys, the wicked guys, the effeminate guys. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Sound like a song. Don't wait till you turn in your late 30s and your 40s and your 50s and your 60s to figure this out, to get it right. Do it now while you in your youth, while you super fine, while you got super swag, your drip game on lock. You saying while you young, make the investments while you young so you can get more of a return. You become more of a beautiful woman. You be fine like wine. Y'all know that wine that you keep from back in the day? That you lock up and you save for a special occasion? Be that woman of a special occasion. This is why I'm going hard in the paint. I'm trying to tell y'all ladies, y'all be fine as hell. I'm talking about y'all be drop dead gorgeous. It's so many fine women walking around here, it don't make no freaking sense. But I'm going to tell you what don't make sense. How in the world are y'all going to be so damn fine and then y'all ain't got no man? You ain't got no husband. Because you're going around letting the sin and letting the toxicity permeate into your relationship, listening to your toxic family, their female family members, and toxic female friends and co-workers and neighbors or whatever y'all do, women at the club and women on social media, because they're upset and they're getting paid and they're a part of the establishment. And there's so many agendas for them to sabotage your relationship, like Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle. Y'all know how much money Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle, Miss Ashira Star Goddess, is making off of y'all to follow her advice? This is crazy, man. Don't be a part of the toxicity, ladies. We see y'all. Y'all are drop dead gorgeous to us. Y'all are fine. We be wanting to invest. We want to be there. And I'm talking about the good men, even just to give you some tips. But hell, we can't even speak to y'all. Why is this dude even trying to talk to me? Is he trying to hit on me? No, ma'am. I just saw what you doing, and you know, I saw you had a conversation, or you were looking for help in this area, and I'm an expert. I'm a certified whatever. I know how to do this. And hey, I had a few minutes before I'm about to catch my bus or catch my Uber or catch the train or get into my Lamborghini or whatever it is, right? Your chariot. And I just was feeling generous today and wanted to give you a few tips. I don't want you talking to me. Wait, you said you got a Lamborghini? Don't be a part of the toxicity, ladies. We want you to be a part of the happy establishment. But unfortunately, the reality is that most relationships and most women are not going to listen to what I got to say, or any of us that have to say, or any of you other ladies that are out here saying it. And most of you ladies going to be miserable, sad, and y'all going to be lost. And this is why women ruin relationships, because they don't take any accountability. And you can blame themselves, you can blame society, we can blame the devil, we can blame all the above. But this is why women ruin relationships. With that being said, this was a tough one. I know. But that's what it takes. You got to get into it in order to get out of it. Right? With that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I truly do appreciate y'all. Again, I know it's tough. It got a lot of you ladies side-eyeing this toxic. Y'all looking like the lady on the screen. You know what I'm saying? The little hottie, little cutie on the screen. Y'all looking like her. Let me see. I don't know. Oh, man. Ladies, I don't know what else to say. I'm doing this out of love. This is the only reason why I'm doing this, out of love for y'all. I hope y'all get it. I hope y'all understand. That's all I can do. With that being said, I'm about to get out of here to the next one. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Please share. I know it's tough, but just consider everything that was said. Yeah, Young Greasy said it right. It's tough love. Like, y'all don't understand as a man how we would love for the majority of women to take accountability and not ruin their relationships. But what saddens us, what makes a lot of men turn wicked, what makes a lot of men turn cold, is the fact that women are on that tip. Yes, Greasy's right. Us black men, we do love our black women. Come on, sisters, get it right. Ladies of the other nations, get it right. It's too many beautiful, fine women out here to be in this situation. It just don't make any sense. And with the way that things are in this world, the last thing you want to do is add this and sabotage any chances you have. Man, I could go down a rabbit hole with this whole conversation, but with that being said, I appreciate y'all watching and listening. This has been long enough. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo up. I'm a life coach myself. I'm pretty sure some of you toxic ladies probably don't want to book an appointment with me, but one thing y'all can say is that I'm going to keep it 100 with you, and I'm going to tell you what you need to become a better woman. So if you're serious about becoming a better woman, same thing, fellas. You know, I got you too. Holla at your boy. Check the description box. Go to brainwaves.com. Send that email. Everything is there. We can talk via video chat, video recording, meaning you sending me your questions. I send you a video containing answers. We can also talk on the phone, in person in the local Atlanta, Georgia area. It is what it is. Again, just check the description box out. Go to brainwaves.com. With that being said, God bless y'all. I love y'all. I said enough. And on that note, we out.